SmackDown took place tonight from the Thunderdome. We started the show off with John Morrison and the Miz ready to start the show, and of course they're basically gonna. It feels like they're gonna separate soon. They bring up the big Mandy Rose news, and this gets Otis very angry because Otis lost his peach. His peach is on Raw now, so Mandy's on Raw. I do not understand why they couldn't wait till the draft. I'll never understand that. That is one of the dumbest things. You had like another month. Can't you just put her on there for the draft? But I don't get it. It is what it is. I don't know why you couldn't just put her on the draft. But anyway, Mandy's on Raw. I don't know when Sonya Deville's coming back, but Otis gets mad. He goes after him. He beats them both up. He's pissed off, and Tucker has to calm him down. Back from the break, Miz and Morrison are there, and he says Otis is like an Incredible Hulk. He doesn't like when he's mad. Kayla Braxton approaches them, and Kayla Braxton, I guess, is wearing glasses. Now, which I have to say makes her look just as cute. She can't get cuter enough. They announced that, or actually announced, had another match. He had Cesaro against the Grand Metalik. Don't care. I'm going to have to go quick. Cesaro wins. We had Cesaro get the win, and they showed Kayla Braxton again. I like her glasses. I don't know, but I like Kayla no matter what. But she interviews Jey Uso, and they recap what happened last week. They talked about what happened with Paul Heyman. Then they go backstage. Matt Riddle hosts a segment called Know Your Role. They didn't care. Then finally, we get a moment of bliss, and we got Alexa Bliss. I love these segments, not necessarily because they're good. They're usually awful. But Alexa Bliss usually wears just an insanely sexy outfit that just makes you think, just like, it doesn't matter. From those segments are always awful. When Alexa wears something smoking hot, it's like, oh, what are you going to say? And here, she looks really good, but I like how she has to have her hair up now. I don't know, I guess she has to have, her hair is like in a bun. It's kind of like Princess Leia, like Carrie Fisher. But, yeah, it's Alexa. She looked great anyway. The segments are not good. They're always awful. So Nikki Cross is her guest. She brings up Nikki, and Alexa's not her co-host. She's not in her chair. She's basically in the other one, and Nikki Cross talks about what Alexa did to her last week, hitting her sister Abigail. Alexa's trying to explain it, and Lacey Evans comes on. Lacey Evans is just awful on the mic. She's horrible. She messes up on the mic, and she seems because Alexa walked away. That's why Nikki won. Eventually, set up a match between Nikki Cross and Nikki Cross and Lacey Evans, and they did this worst segment ever. Nikki Cross blows her nails on Lacey Evans' handkerchief, which is just disgusting. It's a Vince segment. Then you had Nikki and Lacey, and of course you had Alexa Bliss on commentary. Alexa was okay there. Also, on to match with Alexa Bliss. She does have a new podcast called Uncool with Alexa Bliss. I don't know. I think Alexa Bliss seems pretty cool. I don't know, but Uncool with Alexa Bliss, because she was she really like this nerdy, uncool kid. She's like a fucking hot blonde cheerleader. A blonde cheerleader is uncool. I don't know, Alexi, but I'll listen to it. I guess I'll see what she has to say. I listen to a lot of podcasts anyway, so I'll listen to what Alexa Bliss has to say. But come on, I doubt Lexi Kaufman was uncool. She's a blonde cheerleader. Anyway, the match, Nikki Cross, Lacey Evans, no good. I thought the match sucked. Not a fan of either one. Nikki Cross wins, and then after the match, Lacey Evans yells at Alexa Bliss. And then Alexa Bliss puts Lacey Evans in position for Sister Abigail, gives her the kiss, and bam, Sister Abigail on the floor, just like what she did to Nikki Cross last week. Alexa Bliss walks off in a daze, so she's still possessed by the Fiend. I think Alexa should stay on SmackDown, I really do. Then they go to Sasha Banks. They show her getting ready for her live interview. And, of course, she has a neck brace, and she's at the Performance Center. It's obvious Bayley's coming. Paul Heyman narrates a video on Roman Reigns, and he was really close to a Noi family. They show the relationship between Reigns and Jey Uso. Then we come back, and we get Sasha Banks, and she's at the Performance Center for an interview. She wears a neck brace. They recap Bayley attacking her, and she notes that Bayley claimed... Bayley claimed she just used her and she's useless. Sasha talks about they were together at the Performance Center and they promised to take over the company, and they built it there. Not really, but yeah, they were very close. Of course they are very close. Sasha and Miller have been close for years, but Sasha is she looks uncomfortable, but she can't help but wear this hot outfit. It's like, well, like you have to show. We know what you look. You know, Sasha Banks is really hot. She can't help it. She has to show off her body, and I'm not complaining, but yeah, anyway, she has the neck brace, and Sasha rips into Bayley. She calls her an idiot, says she's nothing without her. She knows she's watching her interview and promises to take away the belt. And you just knew the way she's going into her, Bayley's behind her. And Bayley comes back. She attacks her from behind with a chair, and she beats her down. She rips off the neck brace. She puts her head between the chairs. She's going to kill her again. She's going to be out till Mania. But she doesn't. The refs stop her, and Bayley goes away. This was a good promo for Sasha. I thought Bayley should have done it anyway. They could have really written off Sasha for a while before she comes back into a Rumble and goes to WrestleMania. But I feel like this has to be the WrestleMania match. They can hold it off. They've been holding it off for like 3 years. Come on. Do it at WrestleMania. Sasha Banks wins the Royal Rumble. She challenges Bayley. Sasha defeats Bayley. She finally wins a match at WrestleMania because she's 0-4 and she defeats her. That's how it has to end. It has to have with Sasha getting her big major WrestleMania moment. All the other four horsewomen have had WrestleMania moments. Charlotte's had numerous of them. She's had like 3. Becky, of course, won the Rumble and main event WrestleMania, won the belt. Bayley's won a couple of big matches at WrestleMania. So Sasha has not had her big moment. She has to win the Rumble. She challenges Bayley. She beats Bayley. She becomes champ at WrestleMania. That's how it has to end. He had AJ Styles against Sami Zayn. I'm sorry, I did not care. I don't care about Sami Zayn. His stupid Fidel Castro beard. Fuck you, Sami, and fuck Fidel Castro. This was okay. Styles gets the win. And after the match, however, Jeff Hardy comes out. He runs down. He attacks them both. He pulls out a ladder from underneath the ring. He attacks them both with it. Hits a twist of fate. He climbs the ladder. Zayn rolls out of the ring. He's furious that Zayn called him a fraud. And he challenges them both to a triple threat ladder match for the Intercontinental title at Clash of Champions. And that's going to probably be a great match. I'm sure it'll be the best match of the night. I don't want to watch Jeff Hardy kill himself anymore at 40 years old. Man, it's getting to the point where I don't want to watch Jeff Hardy die. Like, one thing, anyway. Him and Shane, man, Jeff and Shane, they do the craziest shit. In the locker room, Otis and Tucker are hanging out. Otis gets a lawsuit because he attacked them, Miz and Morrison, which is just stupid. And they're trying to get Otis to forfeit the briefcase. Tucker told Otis she's to find a lawyer. I guess that's their way of getting the briefcase off Otis because he's not going anywhere. So Sheamus and King Corbin discuss their match. Don't care. They show Big E, and Big E's there, and Sheamus is getting his car towed. He runs to get the vehicle. Big E's waiting for him. Sheamus runs off, so Big E beats down the security guard. He gives him a belly back suplex on the windshield. Didn't really care. Adam Pearce was there. They showed the mysterious blonde woman getting ready. They show her face a little bit, so it looks like Carmella. Pretty sure it's Carmella with the boob job, which is great, because that's her only weakness. Carmella needs a boob job, right? And it looks like Carmella. It has to be Carmella. Just her body type, I can tell that's Carmella. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman make their way to the ring. Reigns and Uso defeat Sheamus and King Corbin. Solid main event, but I don't think it's a big draw because I like Jey Uso. I like the Usos, but I don't think Jey Uso's a draw at all. No one in the world thinks he's going to beat Roman Reigns. There was a table spot. They teased a table spot earlier with Jeff. I didn't bring on the table, but there was a table spot here. They had Sheamus and Corbin give the Uso a double powerbomb through a table. Then you had an announced table spot as well with the Samoan drop. At the end, the Uso hits a splash on Baron Corbin, and he gets the win. So Jey gets the win. After the match, Roman Reigns or Jey Uso are happy. They're celebrating. Heyman's in the ring. They hug. They embrace. Jey Uso leaves the ring. Reigns smiles, and then he becomes furious as Jey Uso walks away. And I thought Reigns did really good, how the show ended, and that was SmackDown. That ended the show. I thought it was actually pretty decent this week. Much better from last week.